What if I told you that broken chair could become your apartment's most stunning statement piece? Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Home and Harmony, where we transform spaces and hearts, one design at a time. I'm absolutely thrilled you're here. Because today, we're diving into something truly magical, turning discarded furniture into bohemian masterpieces that'll make your small apartment feel like a curated sanctuary. We're talking about that perfect sweet spot where sustainability meets style, where your creativity becomes your superpower, and where every piece tells a story. If you're ready to discover how a few simple techniques can transform thrift store finds into conversation starters, then you're in for an absolute treat. And hey, if this resonates with you, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we're creating together this month. Let's also get those creative juices flowing in the comments. I want to hear about your most successful upcycling wins. Let's start by demystifying what modern bohemian really means, because it's so much more than just throwing colorful pillows everywhere. Contemporary boho is about creating that perfect balance between free-spirited creativity and clean, livable design. Think of it as bohemian soul meets modern sensibility. We're keeping those gorgeous textural elements and warm, earthy tones, but we're grounding them with clean lines and functional pieces that actually work in your everyday life. The beauty of this approach is how perfectly it translates to small spaces. When you're working with limited square footage, every piece needs to earn its place, and bohemian style naturally embraces that philosophy. We're talking about furniture that's both beautiful and purposeful, accessories that create visual interest without overwhelming the space, and a color palette that feels both sophisticated and inviting. This foundation becomes absolutely crucial when you're working with upcycled pieces, because it gives you that roadmap for transformation. Here's where the magic really begins, learning to see beyond what's in front of you. When I walk through thrift stores or scroll through marketplace listings, I'm not looking at what something is, I'm envisioning what it could become. That dated wooden dresser with good bones could be your next stunning credenza with the right treatment. Those mismatched dining chairs, they're begging to become a perfectly imperfect eclectic seating arrangement. The key is understanding structure versus surface. Look for pieces with solid construction, drawers that slide smoothly, joints that feel secure, and proportions that work for your space. Surface issues like scratches, outdated hardware, or questionable paint colors are actually opportunities in disguise. I always tell my clients to run their hands along the piece, open every drawer, and really assess the foundational quality. Remember, we can change almost anything on the surface, but we can't easily fix poor construction or awkward proportions. Now let's talk about the practical magic, the techniques that'll take your pieces from forgotten to fabulous. First up is the power of paint, and I'm not just talking about slapping on a coat of white. Consider techniques like color washing for subtle depth, or dry brushing for that perfectly imperfect aged look that Bohemian style loves. Chalk paint has become my go-to because it adheres beautifully to most surfaces and gives you that gorgeous matte finish that feels so current. Beyond paint, we're looking at strategic updates that make huge impact. Replacing hardware is like giving a piece instant jewelry. Think brass pulls with geometric shapes, or hand-forged iron handles that add that artisanal touch. Don't overlook the power of strategic sanding to create weathered edges, or the addition of cane webbing to drawer fronts for texture. These techniques work especially well in small apartments because they add visual interest without adding bulk, and they help create that layered, collected over time feel that makes Bohemian spaces so inviting. In small apartment living, storage isn't just functional, it's foundational to your sanity and your style. This is where upcycled pieces really shine because you can customize them to solve your specific storage challenges while maintaining that beautiful bohemian aesthetic. Think about that old wooden ladder transformed into a stunning blanket display and storage solution, or vintage suitcases stacked to create both a side table and hidden storage for seasonal items. The secret is thinking vertically and multifunctionally. That beautiful trunk you rescued becomes your coffee table, your storage for throw pillows, and your extra seating when friends come over. Old wooden crates can be mounted on walls to create floating shelves with character or arranged to form a unique entertainment center. The key is ensuring every storage solution contributes to your overall design story while solving real-life problems. In Bohemian style, we celebrate pieces that show their function rather than hiding it, which makes these dual-purpose solutions feel perfectly authentic. This is where your space truly comes alive. In the layering of textures, patterns, and accessories that give bohemian style its soul. But in a small apartment, we need to be strategic about this layering. Start with your larger upcycled pieces. As your foundation, then build layers thoughtfully. Think about incorporating natural materials like jute, rattan, and weathered wood, alongside softer elements like vintage textiles and hand-woven pieces. The magic happens in the mixing, pairing that sleek, newly painted dresser with a vintage macrame wall hanging, or styling your upcycled bookshelf with a combination of plants, books, and carefully chosen ceramics. Remember the rule of threes. When styling surfaces, and don't forget about lighting as an accessory. String lights, vintage-inspired table lamps, and candles all contribute to that warm bohemian ambiance. The goal is creating visual interest at every level while maintaining that clean, modern foundation that keeps small spaces feeling open and breathable. The final step is creating that seamless flow that makes your small apartment feel intentional and curated rather than cramped or chaotic. This comes down to understanding visual weight and creating balance throughout your space. Your upcycled statement pieces should be distributed thoughtfully. You don't want all your dramatic elements clustered in one corner while the rest of the space feels empty. Color coordination becomes your best friend here. Even when working with eclectic, upcycled pieces, maintaining a consistent color story helps everything feel cohesive. This might mean carrying your warm terracotta tones from your painted console into your textile choices, or echoing the brass hardware on your dresser and your lighting fixtures. The beauty of bohemian style is that it celebrates imperfection and individuality. But in small spaces, we need that underlying thread of consistency to keep everything feeling harmonious rather than overwhelming. And there you have it, Beautiful Souls, your complete guide to transforming forgotten furniture into bohemian treasures that make your small apartment feel like a curated sanctuary. Remember, this journey is about so much more than just saving money or being sustainable, though those are wonderful benefits. It's about creating a space that truly reflects your personality, your creativity, and your values. I hope this has inspired you to look at furniture with fresh eyes and given you the confidence to start your own upcycling journey. Don't forget to share your transformations with our community. I absolutely love seeing your creations. So, tag us in your before and afters. If this video sparked some ideas, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more design inspiration that makes beautiful living accessible to everyone. Until next time, keep creating spaces that make your heart happy.